Excellent. Well, good evening and welcome to everybody to this extraordinary meeting of Hanford Town Council. Before we start, just a couple of things. If the fire alarm goes off, it's not a drill. It is real, and it's to exit either through the way you came in on your left or out through that door on your right, and assemble at the front so we can make sure everybody's out of the building. Okay, agenda item 2691 is to receive apologies for absence.
Just Councillor Chapman.
Okay, can I just recommend to the council that we all agree those absences?
I'll second it.
All those in favour? Thank you. Agenda item 2692 is to note declarations of interest and requests for dispensation to discuss and vote on a matter in which a member or co-opted member has a disclosable pecuniary or non-pecuniary interest. Does that apply to anybody here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you and Pete on the order of payments, I'm sorry.
Sorry?
You and Pete on the order of payments, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I do
okay.
apologise, there is, yes. Yeah.
Councillor Moore, where are you?
Yes, right.
Do apologise, yeah. 1907, there we go. Right, we know that.
Okay. Agenda item. Sorry? No. Agenda item 2693 is the open forum. The questions concerning the items on the agenda can be put to the council by the public during this period. Matters which, in the chair's view, require debate and or a discussion will be referred to the next committee or council meeting as appropriate. Items not pertaining to the agenda may also be taken at this time at the chair's discretion. The public forum is restricted to 15 minutes and strictly 3 minutes per person unless the chair allows otherwise. Does anybody from the floor wish to ask anything about the agenda or what's going to happen? Are you okay? Okay. So, at this point, I'm going to ask that the three of you accompany Ashley outside, and then Caroline, you can stay, and then if you should go out, and then we'll call you in as and when. Okay, thank you.
No.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Caroline. That means you return. This is Caroline Sheridan. Hopefully you've all read the resume here, CV. So if we could try and maybe just keep it to perhaps one question per councillor. If you don't want to ask a question, that's perfectly fine. Then I'm sure that Caroline will be happy to answer. Who'd like to pick us up? Councillor Small.
Hi, Caroline. What do you think are the main issues affecting Hanforth at this time, and in particular issues facing this council?
Well, I'm not fully up to speed with everything at the moment, but as a resident, I do feel as though we need updating more on what's happening within the village. You know, especially like when we were talking about the signs last week, and if it was more publicised, just little things like that, then I think that would make a decision on where you would like to place these items. As I said, I don't walk past there. I've lived here for 11 years. So just for something like that, just a little sort of, you know, putting that about to the community, really.
We, the council, often think that the general public in Hanforth don't know about us, don't know what we do, don't know what things cost and things like that.
Exactly.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we need to be more sort of aware of what's happening in our surroundings and being involved in it. I mean, that's why I'm here now, because it is something I want to be involved in. Quite like the village, I think it's nice. I think people are lovely, and I want to be part of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Councillor Moore, and then I'll come to you. No, Councillor Sampson. Councillor Moore first. Go on then, Councillor Sampson first.
What one topic that you've spoken about is the most important that you can bring to this council?
I think I'm quite open to changes, which I think is really important, but also adhere to policies and, restrictions, things you're allowed to do. I'd like to be involved in where I live, basically, I think we've all got good ideas, haven't we? We can bring, to the table as well.
Is there one idea that you feel that we're not doing, that we could do to make Hanningford Town Council a better council?
Like we said, I don't know too much about the council, so that's why I want to be more involved in it. But the only thing I would just say as a resident that I've noticed, and it's probably irrelevant to most people, is when I first moved here 11 years ago, how pristine the village was. The greens, where all the stores are, people sit outside, it was beautiful. And that was one thing that made me move here and thought, yeah, it's a really nice village. However, recently, I don't think it looks that great. I think it looks a little bit tatty. There's weeds all through the village. I have phoned and complained about it and said, look, what's the process? What can you do? Why is it not being kept? We're paying more, aren't we, in our council tax? So you kind of think, not less service. So that was the thing that I noticed. And I thought, you know what, I'd like to be involved in doing things like that. Even if it takes somebody to come and do it on voluntary on a Saturday and just tidy our little village. I think it's great. But yeah, so that's one thing that I felt quite strongly about.
Okay, thank you very much.
Councillor Moore.
That was always a question, really. I suppose to continue that one, is that the thing of real interest? If I'm a councillor, the thing I'd want to really push, is that what it would be, or is it something else that...
Yeah, it's just something that bothers me,
Yeah,
and when I
anything
came
else
here,
that strikes you that you think we should be doing as a council?
massive change in the village, and I love the village, love the people.
Yeah.
And I noticed, and I said it to my daughter, and she said, "Oh, look, big weeds on the pavements and things." And I thought, it was never like that. That's just one thing. It's nothing, might not even bother anybody else, but it's just something that I noticed when you drive through how pristine the village is.
Yeah. Anything else that you feel like you get teeth into to
Yeah,
do
definitely.
No, is there anything else that you want to get involved with?
Well, I'm open to being involved in things. I like
Yeah, you've got no particular
I
hobby
like
horse.
helping, and I like to be involved.
Okay. I appreciate that some of the questions that you had thought of might already be
Yeah,
covered.
just
So if they are, don't just say that my question's already been answered. But you don't have to ask the question. So does anybody else want to ask a question? Councillor Sampson.
You mentioned about the gullies and the decoration and the weeds and whatever. As a resident, what did you do about it?
So I did phone around to see who was responsible. But I think the feedback I got is it's not something we have to do apparently.
Who was that you spoke to?
So when I phoned the council and then they...
Which council? Cheshire East?
Yeah. Then they put through to somebody else and then somebody else and
Right.
and I was like, well, who am I talking to now? So it was just one thing that bothered me, and I thought, do you know what? I wasn't happy with it. So I just thought to myself,
That type of thing is the responsibility of Cheshire East, not the town.
No, I
council.
understand that. Yeah, I understand that. But it's still part of our community, isn't it?
Oh,
It's
absolutely,
something
yeah.
that, when people drive
But
through
if
the village,
Cheshire East fund it and do it,
what we're paying for in council tax. So that's my point,
Yeah.
is we're paying more, we're getting less service. Okay, there'll be a reason for that, but then if we can push to at least get them to come once a month or something, just tidy up the village.
Who does our planters in the village?
we do.
They're beautiful.
The planters
Yeah.
are all
They are. See, that's the point.
So,
How beautiful they are.
so who does it?
Ashley and,
Oh,
Do you do it?
no,
No,
I've
no.
not done it this
No,
time.
that's what I'm saying. Who does it?
Ashley,
What are we talking about?
The planters in the village.
Planters, they're done by the Green Spaces group.
Okay.
So that's us and whoever happens to be available, me and whoever else can come along. And then Paul and Ashley together do the watering,
Yeah.
which is a huge.
Oh God,
task in
it's enormous, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I have a few ideas on, but there's.
So I'm just thinking, can we incorporate a weeding program into it where you just get a flipping,
Well,
not
have you
going,
seen-
not
it is
going
on-
out digging the weeds. I mean, I'm just
It is on the list.
talking about getting
It's not just me that's on
a
the list.
spray
We have got a spray.
and just wandering around once a weekend or once every 3 weeks and spraying the weeds.
Let's not get off the subject.
No, just,
Yeah, we know what we're doing. Paul does that when he can, unfortunately. He's had an awful lot to do in these last few weeks. And it is on his list to tidy up, because I have exactly the same concern. Anyone else got a question? No? Okay, I have a question, please. We have major events for the council. Do you know what they are? That the council? No. Okay. We have the Christmas fair, which is held in the
Yeah, I know that
park when
one,
we do the
sorry.
competition for the children. We have a pantomime, usually the night before, only this year it was the week before, which is much better. We've got Remembrance Sunday, and then we have been supporting the last 2 years in Armed Forces Day. Whether that will happen next year or not, I don't know. But that takes up time, planning and organisation. How much time are you available, and are you prepared to give up some of your valuable time to work on groups like that? And there being spaces for
I'm happy to do my bit. I do work full time, but I can work evenings and and some weekends. I'm quite happy to get stuff in. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Is there anything anybody else would like to ask before we let Caroline go? Okay, well, thank you very much, Caroline. If you'd just like to
I'll
wait
leave those
in the lobby there, and could you ask Alex to come in?
I will.
Thank you.
So is there only 2 vacancies? Is that
2 vacancies.
2 vacancies?
Say again.
There's only 2 vacancies?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we've got 3 people?
We've got 3. Correct. Hello, Alex. I'm going to ask the council, I've asked them all to ask you a question if they want. Some of them questions might be covered, so maybe not everybody will ask you a question. So, who would like to kick off?
Thank you for applying. What could you bring to Handford Town Council that we do it better?
Several things. Proposal. Little improvement here and there, basically. So for what I can see,
Excuse me, can you speak?
Can't hear you. Sorry.
Alright, sorry.
from what I have seen, so I listened to the meeting, last meeting, and there was this fantastic idea of a multimedia screen, which I really liked. And I was like, okay, so how can we do it? And I just asked ChatGPT this. And ChatGPT listed the whole idea how to do it. I started doing it. So I created the images, this is just plain. This is off my TV now. So yeah, I'll give it this one. Explain? Yes, explain. Okay. So here are the ideas actually. So I invented a few slides, and then what more can we do? What is missing in Handford? So for example, like a parcel locker. Could we have it? Maybe something like this we could discuss. So for example, the post office was closed for the last 2 weeks because one person was on holiday. So it was closed on Saturdays all day, like the half day that it's open anyway, and on lunch break, and it closed earlier than normal. So normally it closed at 5:30. It's closed at 4:05. So could we have a parcel locker, as an alternative, for example? So I put it here, and yes, I did this as well, so that I know who is who. Yeah, so everything on one screen. This could be put on Facebook, on the website, also on the website and Facebook. Could be what projects is the council doing right now. Dashboard could even be updated manually once a month, but showing what projects you are doing and what stage they are at right now. So with a progress bar, and I read the explanation like what happened to that, what is going to happen next. And then people can click and create it. Because right now, when I was trying to prepare to this, I asked ChatGPT, I scanned the website and tell me what they are doing. And it did. Because if you want to do it quickly, this is the way. There is no way to do it really quickly, like at a glance. You would need to either listen to the meeting, the previous meeting, spend time, or read the transcript, or wait for the meeting to appear on the website after a month. So if you want to be really up to date, then you will need to listen to a few meetings and then know what they're doing. So,
We've got the idea.
things like this.
Let's see if there's something else somebody else wants to ask you about. Is there obviously questions? Councillor Small.
Can I continue along the theme that you've started, really? Are you aware of any electronic display giving information that's already up and running in Handforth?
You know what? The same evening, I went to the train station because you mentioned it, that it was on the train station, and someone said, oh, I haven't seen it. Actually, I pass by the train station 4 times a week and I haven't seen it. So I was like, okay, so it must be small, but where can it be? I went to train station, Handforth train station. I sent photos to Ashley of the USB stick that is now plugged in that TV.
Yeah.
Chad said it is about 27 to 30 something inch TV size. I also agree, this is a small one. Mine is 42 inches at home. So, right. So I sent it to Ashley. Actually, I said I just haven't forwarded it. I said running the images on the train station from USB stick is right for them because they don't need to update it daily because they don't have a timed content. Like they don't have an event displayed and then it goes out of there because it's the day past, right? They have mostly historical content and some art. So that's like they don't really need to update it often, and they come to work every day, so they can update it every day. Like for you, it will be much easier to have it updated online, so that you don't need to go to the library or to Tesco where the screen is and plug in a stick. So it should be online. So it should be using that place, internet. And actually there is a product which does that, so this is called Yodek. It's orange, if anyone knows this.
This council are considering whether or not to invest in an electronic display panel,
Yes.
whether it would be worth it, and if it was worth it, where they would put it. And there was some debate about where it might go. Do you have any, supposing the council did buy one,
Yes.
where would you put it to
Don't buy.
project
Don't
the
buy.
information most efficiently to the...
Free TV from Free Cycle, free Amazon Fire Stick from Free Cycle as well. The only thing you need to pay for is the subscription to the portal, because if you have more than one screen, if you have only one screen at all, it's free completely. So you pay for electricity and internet from that place, that's all.
But where would you put these
Well,
screens?
thinking about location,
Yeah.
where do you think? it
Post
would be?
office where people queue.
The post office.
It will be a
Okay,
smaller screen,
yeah,
the
yeah.
size of Handforth train station size. Could be the library
Mhm.
as well, yes, because they have windows.
Yeah.
So it could be in a window as
Yeah.
well. I'm not sure if GP is the good location because people are concerned about the health problems there and don't need something. Yeah.
Difficult, it's a
Yeah.
difficult question,
Yeah.
isn't it? So,
I'm not sure.
well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Does anybody have another question? Councillor
So
Moore?
why now? Why have you suddenly thought of the council? Was it because you've started to listen to it? So why have you suddenly thought of joining now?
Yeah.
Why have you suddenly thought now of joining the council? Is it something
Because
sparked
I
there?
saw the advert,
Right,
that's
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
I was like, can I have some value here?
yes.
And I started looking into it. Yeah, and the first thing I found it was that multimedia screen. I was like, oh, that's something I could really.
Yeah, could get involved with,
I
yeah.
started doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a question? I have a question. We do have, obviously we're volunteers and we do have various social things and things for the village that we do, like Christmas fair and things like that. Realistically, they're mostly, always at the weekends. Are you committed to giving up some time to help with those kind of things? Would you be able to do that sort of stuff? Yes. Okay. Anybody else got any more questions? Councillor Small, you may have a second question, as long as it's only short.
If time's short, then rule me out, but I'd answer a very brief question. You have a degree in airline and airport management.
Yes.
Where did you get that degree from? And do you think it would be of any use to this council? Because we do have a councillor who acts as liaison with the airport, if my memory serves me correctly.
So it's a management degree, first of all, and the aviation aspect, well, yes, it was there, but it's not really that relevant. A little bit, yes, but yeah, it's mostly management thing, yeah.
All right, thank you. Anything else, anybody? Well, thank you very much, Alex. If you would just wait outside now and ask Philippa if she would come in, please. Thank you.
Where did you get this degree from, the mystery?
Didn't say where I got it from.
Online.
But no, it was part of another degree, wasn't it? It was a subsection of a degree that the part of the degree that's listed, which is the airline and airport management, came into another section.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the panel, each of the councillors, if they'd like to ask you a question. Obviously, they may not all ask you a question because some of the things may be covered by what other people ask. So that's the way we're going to handle it. So, who would like to kick off with a question? No, I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. Councillor Sampson.
Hi, Philippa.
Hi.
You say you're a qualified accountant.
Yeah.
What are your qualifications? What accountancy body do you belong to?
So I'm AAT and ACCA. So I've been ACCA qualified now.
What does that stand for?
The association, I don't actually know what it's, something like the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. I can get you what it stands for, and I can get you my membership number and anything like that, if that's what you need.
To the uninitiated, what's that actually mean?
Pardon?
To the uninitiated, what does that mean?
It just means that I can work as a qualified accountant. So obviously I work for the NHS and I have to prove that I'm a qualified accountant before I can get certain jobs.
Right.
But I can also do.
So you've done exams and then that kind of they're the people that back it, are they?
So
qualification.
ACCA is a worldwide recognised qualification. So I can go and work anywhere in the world as a qualified accountant. And I've got certificates and everything to prove that I'm qualified.
And how long have you been qualified?
So I became a fellow in, I think, 2016, which is 10 years. So I took my last exams in 2009, but you have to do a load of like practical experience to get signed off. So I think it was about 2000. I don't know. I've been working as an accountant for so long now. I can't remember. I definitely took my last exams in 2009.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Questions from anybody else, please? Councillor Smith?
I note that you hope to get first-hand insight into the everyday concerns of residents, from infrastructure and planning to social support and environmental stewardship. For my sins, of which there are many, I'm the chair of the Council's Planning and Environment Committee.
Okay.
I'm wasting my time in doing that job. We sit and we deliberate on planning applications within the parish, and then we can come to a conclusion, send that to Cheshire East Council, who can then totally ignore it.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think, do you get feedback as to why they're ignoring it, or is it just completely?
No, we
ignored?
don't.
You
We
get
don't.
nothing?
No.
Is it worth trying again and again, because you've made the decisions, is it worth just keep applying for them? Does it take a lot of time? I'm not aware that's
It
why.
takes quite a bit of time to read through all these planning applications and to make an assessment of them.
Mm.
And sometimes we have the applicants here in the room with us.
Right,
So we have to be quite careful in listening to their views about their application and then making our decision on the application.
Yeah.
But I found it fairly useful to say to them, look, we sympathise with you in that we don't want a nuclear power station built next to your house,
yeah,
but we are in exactly the same position as you. Our comments go to Cheshire East and they have just exactly the same power as your own.
yeah.
So,
From a personal point of view, I get this in the NHS all the time. I may say yes to something and then it goes higher than me. You say no,
right,
because we've not got funding. I would, if it was up to me, I would keep trying.
Yeah.
You've done the work, you've done the planning commission, you've all agreed it. Give it 3 months and send it off to them again, send it off to them again. Because eventually you would hope that someone would come back and at least have a conversation as opposed to completely ignore you. That's what I would do. But as I don't know anything about the council, it might not be feasible to do.
there's a lot of planning work coming the way of this council because the local plan of Cheshire East Council expires in 2030.
Okay,
And before that time, somebody has to draw up a new neighbourhood plan for Handforth
okay.
and make contributions to this new local plan. And of course, I'm happy to go on it, but I hope that's okay. In the last local plan, Handforth lost a lot of the greenbelt land that surrounds it.
Wow.
Housing need. You've heard about the garden village?
Can we move on to something else, Councillor?
Yes, indeed.
Somebody else can have a chance to ask a question. Have you asked a question? Yes, you have, haven't you? Councillor Moore.
Does it strike you that you'd like to change in this building? Something that sort of annoys you or irritates, that you feel needs changing?
Not that annoys me. Things, and probably nothing that you can do, but things that I'm sure you heard about the armed robbery on Saturday in Spa, and I know there was an attack last year at Greggs. That does concern me as someone that does live here. My niece and nephew live here as well, at 5 and 9. You know, I want them to grow up in a safe environment. I'm not sure what you could do about something like that. So that's the only thing that really concerns me. And also this building, just on the edge here, that's been since we moved in. If that can get fixed, that'd be great, whatever it's supposed to be. But the one just at the traffic lights.
Oh, the halal.
The halal.
The old halal restaurant.
Yeah.
The halal, yeah.
It's just been like that since I've lived here 2.5 years. It's been like that.
It's been like that for 6
I've
years.
been there for a long time.
Yeah. If that's what gets fixed, it's annoying.
Yeah, We're thinking of got the liquidation finally.
Right.
So it should be, we think.
There's been some work taking place there
So-
last week.
There's a guy down it all night.
I think perhaps tiny one, but that's what we've heard. So we might try and buy it.
Right.
I'm interested.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Val.
We have various committees, as you can imagine, and everything. Obviously, you work as an accountant.
Yeah.
Would it be a finance committee you want to work on, or would you like to step away from that and work on planning or any of the other committees that
It
we
doesn't
have?
bother me, to be honest.
Doesn't bother me.
Obviously, I would be happy to join the finance committee, that's
Yeah.
fine. But if you think I'd be best suited on planning, for
No,
example,
yeah,
that's fine.
yeah.
I've not got my heart set.
Yeah,
I
no.
know I want to do finance and nothing
Yeah.
else.
So working full time, you would have the time to come to monthly meetings, extra meetings.
Yeah, I mean, I would struggle Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, if you like.
Yeah, but they're always an
Yeah,
evening.
yeah.
on
Right, in which
Saturday.
case, yeah, I should be absolutely.
For instance, you know, as you know, we've taken over this building.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work to be done within this, and we do have meetings about that. that you could be involved in if you wanted to. Is that something that interests you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yes, councillor.
What do you think you could bring to the council?
Hopefully, a different point of view, maybe. I've lived in Hazel Grove, I've lived in London, I've lived in Greece, I've lived in different places. So hopefully, not young, because I'm not young, but a young-ish point of view. There's 3 generations that live in my house as well, so I would hope that I'm getting the cover of them. You know, if, say, me and my sister and my brother-in-law think that something is a brilliant idea, it might be my mum that will point out, actually, no, the residents wouldn't want that because of X, Y, and Z. So I would hope that within my own house, I would have enough of because everyone's quite busy in our house, so no one will hide behind the door. So yes, it may be something that you've not thought of, and a bit of freshness maybe. Not that I'm saying that none of you are fresh. It sounds like I'm offending all of you, and that's
You're
not
not.
the case at all. But maybe just something a bit different. I've never done anything like this before.
Have your children been educated around here or
So I've not got children, it's my niece and nephew, so
are they local schools?
they're at Gorsey Bank.
That's all right. That's fine. Yeah.
So, yeah, they're both at Gorsey Bank, they're only 5 and 9. So the 5-year-old has just finished reception
Yeah,
and we're
going
going
into
into year 1. And the 9-year-old, she only moved it because we've only lived here 2.5 years, but my sister moved her 3
Yeah.
school years ago so that she could do a full year.
So
So
you're
yeah,
going
they're-
to Windsor.
yeah, so they're at Gorsey Bank.
Why now? Why have you thought to apply now?
Because as I said, I'm new to the area, and we had a lot going on when we first moved in.
Right.
I'd not long lost my dad, and we had to deal with all of that. I also changed my job just as we moved. I changed my job, so it was settling into that. So I wasn't really in the right mindset to take anything else on. Life has settled down completely now. Work is fine. So, and it was, because I don't know if you recognise me, but
I do, yes.
yeah. So as I was walking not far past your house and I saw it, I actually saw one a couple of months prior, but I don't think it was an application to the council, it was something else. And then I saw a note near the cut through. So I thought, oh yeah, why not? It's something completely new, completely different. I'll throw my hat in the ring and see where we get to. So.
Thank you. Anybody else? Councillor Sampson? No? Councillor Sampson?
So what's the biggest objective that you feel you can bring to this council that will improve it?
I just think possibly, I mean, working for the NHS would certainly give me a perspective. I don't know if anyone else works for the NHS. No. It's a challenging job. So I'm used to dealing with the government side of things, if you like, and the constraints that come with it, and potential ways to get around them. But also, I think just that different way of thinking as well is the best thing that I can, and the fact that I am a qualified accountant. But please don't ask me to do finance.
Did you have something to say?
No.
Right, okay. Anybody else? My questions have been covered, so thank you very much. But if you wouldn't mind going and waiting outside, I'll wait and have a.
Do you want me to send Ashley in? Or?
Yes, Ashley will have to come back in.
Yeah.
No, Ashley's not listening to the deliberations, we'll call him in afterwards when we're ready for the vote.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we've got 1 vote for each person that's going to work out. Yeah, we've got 3. No, we've got 2 votes each, haven't we?
Yes.
So we can go, I'm just trying to, that's what we're looking at. So we've got 2 votes each. And we need to select, so we'll decide, we'll have a round robin, who would like, who supports who. So Do you want to discuss anything about the candidates? Is there any concerns you have or anything you want to share with people before we take a vote?
I, in my own mind, ranked the candidates. I think that Philippa Ewing is number one, and the other lady, Caroline Sheridan, would be number two, and Alexander, whatever his name is, I'm afraid, number three.
Okay. Anybody got any share anything else, ask any questions? Right, well, let's go to a vote then. So, in order that we
Proceed.
saw them, so those in favour of Caroline.
Which is Caroline, the
Yeah,
first one
sorry.
or the second or the
Sorry.
third one?
Yeah.
First
we're
one.
gonna-
She's the
no,
first one.
First
we're
one,
gonna do this.
There's left the
first
coat.
one is Caroline, yeah.
Yes, first one was Caroline. So you've got two votes. So we'll go through each candidate. So you can only vote twice. Ashley will record it.
Give me one
And then
second.
the one who gets the least votes is the person who won't make it to council.
Right, give me
Does
one
that make
second. I'm going to put you all
Yeah.
down. I'm going to put you all down, so I know who's
Sorry?
It's not going to be a recording on there, but I need to know who's voted for who, okay? So just give me two.
So those
ticks.
people who are in favour of Caroline, please raise your hand.
You ready, Ashley?
No,
Ashley's not ready.
sorry, give me a second. Right, okay.
Check you've got everyone. Who've you missed?
Roger, sorry, I missed Roger. I missed Roger.
Good.
I missed Roger.
Roger who?
Okay. So those in favour of Caroline, please raise your hand.
Happy.
Okay, you got everybody?
Yeah.
Those in favour of Alex? And those in favour of Philippa?
Well, I can't vote again because I've done two.
That makes sense, yeah.
Is that all I
That
vote?
makes sense.
Everybody's voted, only voted twice?
Yeah. That makes sense, that adds up, yeah.
Okay, so our two new councillors are therefore Philippa and Caroline.
Caroline will be our councillor for the East Ward, because she lives in the
Yeah.
East Ward, makes sense. And Philippa will be our councillor for the West Ward,
Okay,
okay?
would you
So-
like to ask them to come back in?
Yeah, give me 2 ticks.
Please.
And- Am I bring them all in, or am I telling them?
I know,
They're all
but
in.
Well, that's brutal, isn't it?
sorry?
That's brutal.
Do you go out and tell them?
Oh, well, okay, all right, one at a time. Ashley!
Yeah.
One at a time.
Oh, one at a time.
One at a time.
Come on, yeah, you go first.
We've got a black chat.
Caroline, I'm pleased to say that you've been voted on as a member of the council and you will be on the East Ward,
Okay.
okay? So, is there
Doesn't
anything?
mean anything just yet, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Okay, if there's anything you want to know, any questions you've got, Ash will walk you through all of it.
Okay.
If there's anything that you want to know about anything at all,
Yeah.
Ashley is our responsible officer, so he can answer the question. If he's not available, please ring me.
Yeah.
I might not be able to answer your question, hopefully I can, but I'm here for anything.
Brilliant.
You borrow my big instruction manual, you can borrow that.
So should I go?
No, you
Oh,
can.
now.
Says,
Really?
you
Oh,
voted.
Caroline, you can join
Yeah,
us.
you're immediately a member of the council now. Yeah, yeah.
You got the paperwork, yeah?
Yes, I have. Yes, I
Who are
have.
you bringing in now?
Alex.
Okay.
Can I?
Thank you for the vote.
Hi, Alex.
Don't know what you're getting
Thank you
tonight.
ever so much for your
Let's say the answer.
Unfortunately, this time you haven't been successful. But as I said, I hope you will put yourself forward for the election in May. And if there's something you'd like to get involved with another working group, we've got a few of them, please speak to Ashley and we will keep you updated. Okay. Oh, I'm very sorry. But thank you for your application.
Alex, before you go, yes, I'd like to hear more about your ideas on information and so on. I'd like to chat at some point about your ideas on.
Well, you meet in the morning when you go past each other.
Indeed, yes. I'm talking about.
Thank you, Alex.
Heads over there. What's your word? What's your record? This lady I was talking about. What's that?
You probably guessed by the entrance of Alex that you've been selected.
I didn't actually.
You have been selected as a councillor, so welcome on board. And you will be on the West Ward. That's, I'm on the West Ward. Who else is on the West Ward?
Luke, you're on the West Ward, aren't you?
Chris is.
Chris is.
No, Chris is on the East. So you are perfectly
I'll have to look at the website.
I am on the East. Join us.
That's where you are.
You're the West, I'm the
It's
East.
because of the way the co-options work. Yeah.
Because I live on the West, and you live in the East.
Right, okay.
It's the way you join the council, unfortunately.
So are they can't vote on these because
They don't know.
see what's going on.
Yeah, we see what's going
You
on.
never know.
Okay.
We're satisfied.
Of course, yes.
No, you never know.
But you can't.
So we are, yes, of course.
Have you got a copy of the agenda? Caroline, have you got a copy of the agenda? If not, well, you have.
Standing.
Okay, so let's,
Why not?
right, so agenda item
Wait, no.
26/19/4 is to
Done that.
interested residents in Southampton Town Council.
Done that one.
Done that.
You're number
Done that.
7, is that the same? Is that,
Yeah,
we've done that one?
Done that.
Right, okay.
6.
We haven't done them formally then.
Yes, you have.
Okay, you say so.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Agenda item 26/9, sorry?
Just telling Cynthia we're on number 6.
Right. Agenda item 26/19/6 is to approve and sign the minutes of the HTC Council Finance Committee meeting of the 14th of July. Myself and Councillor Moore, no, that one.
Done that. It's that one there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, anybody got any questions, issues, problems with
No.
those? Okay,
Good.
Councillor Close, please, and second. Thank you. All those in favour?
We're perfect. Thank you, Ashley.
Yes.
You were
You
away.
weren't here,
You
correct?
weren't here, no?
You won't.
I had to.
Agenda item 26/19/7 is to approve and sign the minutes of the Hamilton Town Council meeting of the 14th of July. Anybody have an issue, problem with any of those? Councillor Small.
Several comments here. I requested actually some changes to 26/18/9 and 26/18/10. I've forgotten what they were now.
9 or 10, you could say.
It's about the gate, because I put in that bar again down here. So I've updated the minutes to be published, and you can see we've had a gate installed. So, days, but yeah, we've made the changes, yes.
Well, why, no, I'm sorry, not with that at all.
Oh, because down here, there's a raised bollard or a new gate, and it's just new gate.
Well, that's what we discussed.
Yeah, but I put raised bollard on it.
Well, I don't think it should be altered personally, because that's what we discussed.
It looks,
We
it
did
reads
discuss
Irish to
those.
me.
Sorry?
The original reads, forgive me, Irish to me.
Well, that's okay.
Again, not taken.
Well, we'll have to vote on it because I don't see the
You
problem
can't
with
change
that at all.
that unless you have a vote on the.
So we'll have to vote on that change. So would you just explain exactly what you were going to do or proposing to do?
We might agree.
Struggling to get the words in the right order.
Chair, can I make a suggestion that if any councillors have any issues with the minutes or the agenda prior to the meeting, that they go in and see Ashley? Because really and truthfully, we don't want to know if it's not worded right, because it will be corrected by the clerk when the councillor who's brought it up has gone in to address it.
And actually,
Which I did.
you're not supposed to alter the minutes of the meeting
No?
except in exceptional circumstances. And I don't honestly see that that's an exceptional circumstance. I really can't.
So leave it as is.
Well, we'll vote on it anyway. So how are you going to do? Are you proposing it to change, councillor Small? Yeah, I should, because councillor Small had asked that we change it.
Oh, right.
Now we're going to vote whether we change it or not. So how do you want it changing?
Well, to me, it reads as if the proposal was to install bollards, and my recollection is that that wasn't in the final analysis agreed on.
Yeah, it was discussed with it
So
as a possibility.
how would you change it? That's what we've got to put
Oh,
that.
I understand what you're talking about now. It was noted that bollards were potentially very expensive, could be unsafe, it certainly is commuters, therefore council members agreed a new gate should be installed, new gates. But down here I put to consider purchase of raised bollards again, and I think we're just losing that raised bollard bit.
Right.
That's what it's all about. Sorry, that makes sense to me now. Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah. Reading the.
Am I vindicated?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have to vote. We don't have to vote on the amendment.
Just, let's say we've amended it to that,
Okay.
vote on it.
Yeah.
I did talk to Ashley about it.
Has anybody got a major objection to that? We're just taking out the bits of.
About here, that raised bollards, it makes more sense, it does, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so
Right.
we propose that.
Taking this read, I've lost my agenda now, where is it? Right.
Delete vote.
Can we vote on
Maybe
that?
Ashley should
All those in favour?
send the agenda to Roger for his approval before every councillor.
Thank you very much.
So that when you produce your agenda or your thing,
Can we have a vote
you
on
send it to Roger for his
Councillor
approval.
Ward, please? All those in favour of that, of just removing the bollard?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, all those against? You were here. Okay.
Yes, we have new gates at the front, we have noticed the new gates, that's what I'm talking about.
I never noticed that.
Aids the payment.
No bollards,
No way.
Right. Agenda item
the main gates,
No.
new change.
councillors,
No, no,
go with
no.
decorum, please. Sorry.
Oh, you wanted to ask a question on it, didn't you?
20.
These payments are for August. Some of them are prepared to be paid because we don't normally meet in August.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
we need to say that.
Okay. So agenda item 2619-8 is to approve and sign the order of payments for August,
Chair.
which one moment, councillor Sampson will explain one thing that she just explained to me.
Right. The payments for August, some of them have been paid and some are due to be paid. So we need to identify those that we have paid and those that are due to be paid. So in order that the clerk doesn't do anything untoward, he gives us a list of payments that are to be paid because he will have had the evidence, the invoices and whatever. And if everybody's in agreement with that, that's what we will vote on.
It can always be checked in September anyway, can't it?
Thank you. Councillor Sampson, as Chair of Finance.
Yes, yes. Thank you,
So-
Cynthia. Yeah, yeah.
Normally,
Does
sorry,
anybody have a query, please? Councillor Smallford.
Yes, you've skipped over item 26/1810. The final paragraph there, Councillor Moore proposed, seconded by Councillor Royal, to defer the item until it was decided what multimedia advertising should be added to the screen. I would like to have added to that and where the screen was located. In my memory, there was a lot of discussion about that, whether it should be the library,
Yes, go on.
the windows of more
Did
secure
not
or
say that
wherever.
anywhere in there?
No.
Right, okay, so the
Sorry,
proposal,
fine.
the proposal then is to add and the location.
And the location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So
no
can we-
locations,
Can we take a vote on that?
and locations, be moved around, wouldn't
Location,
it?
yes, okay.
Yeah.
S on the end, location.
Locations.
Can we take a vote on that? All those in favour of that one change?
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else, anybody?
just with regard to the payments, Madam Chair, do we normally defer the August payments till September because we don't have a meeting?
I sometimes double up wages and stuff like that because I know they're going to get paid for 2 months in a row. And some things obviously come out twice in September.
Yeah, because we're not here.
In
Yeah,
August.
I just wanted to get it clear in my mind.
Yeah.
There are some payments that we need to pay in August.
Oh, yes, I know, yeah, the standing orders and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just taking advantage of the fact that we've got an August meeting to.
Yeah, why not?
Chair, I hate to be a pain. I want to go back to the minutes. 26/18/11. Has the war memorial been cleaned and repainted, or is that still?
No, it's to be done.
It's to be done.
It's to be done.
It's to be done.
It's to be done. I'm hoping within the next week or two now. Yeah. They gave me about 4 week lead time. So
I'm aware that the building management system has been instituted for the
heating elements.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you update us as to when the lighting will be?
We'll update you in notices and correspondence. That's it.
Right, thank you.
Anybody else any questions? Okay, can I have a proposer and a seconder, please, to approve the standing order of payments for August 26th?
Without yourself.
Sorry?
Without you,
Yes.
Peter, yes. Yeah. Roger, are you happy as well?
Yes.
Yes. Are you happy, Chris?
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. You're all right.
Very first and second.
All those in favour, yes?
Yes. Yes. Fine.
Okay. Agenda item 26/19/9 is to approve the order of receipts for July 26. Any queries, questions on the receipts? No.
No, Chair.
No, excellent. Can we have a proposer and seconder then, please? For those? There you go, Councillor Small, Councillor Sampson. All those in favour? Thank you. Agenda 26/19/10 is to receive notices and correspondence. Two things that I would like to mention, I don't know about Ashley. One is to remind councillors that in September, we did ask you at the July meeting if you would please put forward your proposals for anything, any special projects that you want to bring forward in order that we can put the costings into our budget and therefore decide what the precept would be this particular year. So please remember to do that and have that ready, proposed, sent to Ashley prior to the meeting. He will put out, the meeting's on Tuesday, all the notices go out on Wednesday, so please give him time to sort it and make it no later than Monday.
I need everything. Everything. It's a bank holiday Monday. Because
right,
because
okay,
the
so
agendas go out.
Friday then, wouldn't
I
it?
need it as
Then
soon as,
Thursday.
as soon as possible, really. 27th of August.
Yes.
I need it all by the 27th of August.
So the 27th of August is the deadline.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second one is, yes, councillors more welcome, elections have had the heating system installed. They are currently working on the lighting system, which they have to build specially, and then that will be fitted in 2 or 3 weeks.
Something like that, yeah.
Where it will all be integrated and put together. We will then have a session with Ashley and Councillor Petermore, where they will show them how it works. And do you want to add anything to that? Because there's not much to add.
Not really. Like Sue said, they've just got to build a special panel to link in with our lighting panel that's in there, and it's got to be tested electrically and all the rest of it. So when they get round to us next, that's the next bit that's getting installed, and it's done really. And a training session.
Yes, are you aware we've taken over the lease of the building from Cheshire East in recent times, and we're putting in systems to improve efficiency for heating, lighting, controls.
So it's not on all night now outside for 24 hours. Sorry, on the football pitches.
The village was looking a bit scruffy, and one of the candidates said it was looking untidy. So do you think we need a working group to organise a general tidy up in the village, and maybe get the scouts or the guides or whoever, but they need supervision? So if all of you could give some time before the end of September to tidy it up before the remembrance, because I don't want it looking shabby again. And sorry, did you want to say something?
No, sorry. Yeah, that's something I'd be interested in as well. So.
Yeah, I just think that, there's enough of us here that we can, all we need is for a group of us to go around, point out the areas that need improving, and we can give them to Ashley. I know Paul is very, very busy, but when I spoke to Paul, he said he's willing to do extra work in order to get the village up to date, because he's got a bigger job description now, hasn't he? So he's working Monday to Friday, but he did say that he would make a special effort. And I just think that if we're having a Remembrance Day parade, we need it looking nice.
Sorry, of course we do. It will be.
Wouldn't it be nice
We've got
that?
the Green Spaces group to use as well. Councillor Small.
Just going back to the building management system, is it going to be possible for us to have a before and after analysis? Because I'd dearly love to see an enormous bill before this system gets up and running, and a reduction.
We've got all the
Yeah,
bills.
I've got all the bills and meter readings and everything
Prior.
before.
That would be good to see.
Councillor.
Just 2 quick things. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody who had a shop in Handforth got out and did the front of their shop?
Absolutely.
I'm sure you do yours, but where there's weeds on the footpath, but where there's weeds on the footpath, just get a trowel and go and scrape them out. It only takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
I didn't know, but it's 2 paving slabs from the front of the shop. Is the shop's responsibility.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
But after that, it's Cheshire East.
yeah, but it's not that, is it? It's down to the shopkeeper who wants his place to look proud. He wants to be proud of his shop.
Well,
and
I would
if,
suspect that the shop owners want to keep them from the town anyway, don't they?
just maybe a little memo out to everybody saying we're having a big clear up. Get the scouts involved in
I
it.
think we're all agreed on
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
so we'll
yeah.
put together some.
And
Last
second,
one,
No, isn't that a
Councillor.
classic that every house owner, every shop owner did the bit outside their
Yeah.
shop or house?
Well, that's a bit like looking
Yeah,
at
problem solved.
planters, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
and just a second very quick point about my letter to Chief Constable.
Oh, we'll talk later today.
Oh, no, he won't be. Chief Constable, I was just, as Ash and yourself have both commented to me, because nobody else here has seen the letter that I sent to the Chief Constable, and the absolute wet response, which even you were quite vociferous about, which surprised me. Would you like me to pen something a little bit more
No,
No,
absolutely not.
Back to her.
No, you can pay something.
to
back
be
if
honest,
you
I
want.
think
No,
you should send it to the one above it,
Commissioner.
the governors. No, the ones that look after, who are.
But the first thing, should I send it to everybody on the council? They can all have a look?
Yeah, send it out,
And
or
then
I can
they
send it
can
out.
Would you send it out?
Ashley will
Send my letter and her response.
Yes, I will send that out, yeah.
And send it out to everyone on the council. They can all have a look at it.
I mean, I
Personally,
presume you all saw the advert that Ashley sent out to be on the police and crime committee, asking for a councillor. I was, I'm going to do that. I was really enthralled till I found out I've got to go to Ellesmere Port every month. And
I was just gonna raise that.
I don't consider Ellesmere Port Cheshire. It is apparently, but I don't consider it. Yes, I would have done it if it was Macclesfield, Crewe or Nantwich, Middlewich, but I am not travelling to Ellesmere Port every month. I'm
me
afraid.
neither.
Because I thought I can really get my oar in there.
I need to go into Wendy.
So who wants to go to Ellesmere Port?
No,
I'll talk about.
you have to appear every month in person. Any subcommittee you're on was online, but once a month you had to appear in person in front of said commissioner.
Well, that would have been ideal for you.
If they're going from Macclesfield or Knutsford, maybe you could contact them and see if you can all go together.
Well, no one will go all the way to Ellesmere Port, I'll tell you that. No. Why would you? I like the way it said we would strongly consider people of the age group of 18 plus, not, the retired biddy that lives down the road, But
Okay, let's not go any further into the conversation. Councillor Small.
Just a very quick bit of information. The Friends of Handford Station have fired up our local MP, Esther McVeigh, who has approached Network Rail high up and had a rant and rave at them. And she is in the process of arranging quite a high-powered meeting between officers of Network Rail, Friends of Handford Station, and the other stakeholder being this council in the form of Ashley. So soon there's going to be a meeting about the whole bank shoot.
All right, okay.
It's all still grinding over, I'll say.
Good, she's had some effect, that's good. Excellent. Okay, agenda item 26, 1911 is for the date of the next HTC full council meeting, which will be held on the 8th of September for a new council, 2 new councillors, the 8th of September at 7 o'clock. And please don't forget about your suggestions for projects. Costings, everything else, to be sent to Ashley by the 22nd of August. Thank you very much, all of you, for attending, and we will see you on the 8th of September. Sorry, Councillor Hampton.
So the property is up for the full council.
Yes, it is,
Yes.
Is there a planning?
Yeah, there will be, yeah. No finance this time.
Oh, no finance.
Yeah,
Quarterly.
planning at 16.
Planning.
Yeah.
Planning.